As winter approaches, Millie helps her friend Fluttershy take the animals to the winter woods to get them ready for hibernation. However, fairies from the warmer seasons are forbidden from crossing the border to the woods as the cold can damage their wings, a law supposedly instated by the King of Numbers. However, out of curiosity, Millie crosses over and her wings start to glitter and sparkle. Before she can investigate further, Fluttershy pulls her back. Millie researches the sparkling wings but finds the page incomplete. The book's author, Sunny Star Scout, lives in the woods. Tucking her wings in the coat, Millie hides in a shipment of snowflake baskets. She gets picked up by a Novus Owl who crash lands in the woods, and the book falls out her bag. The book is found by the King of Numbers, who has it delivered to the keeper. Millie secretly follows to the library and spots the keeper, Sunny Star Scout. Pip rushes into the room, her wings sparkle like Millie's. The two have actually been born from the same laugh, making them twin nieces. Pip shows Millie around the woods. At Pip's home, Millie builds a fire, which eventually causes the floor to melt and crumble beneath them. Sunny saves Millie, who cannot fly, having her wings tucked inside a coat. She advises that it's too dangerous for them to be together. The two say goodbye at the border, but promise to meet again. The next day, Millie arrives at the border with an ice-powered snowmaker. With a machine keeping her cool, Pip crosses over and Millie introduces her to her friends, showing her the warm side of Umi City. The machine eventually starts running out of ice and Pip's wings begin to wilt. Millie and her friends rush her over to the border and meet the King of Numbers, who takes Pip back to the woods. Celestia later explains that she was the one who instated the law. Millie and Pip say goodbye to each other forever. The King of Numbers knocks the snowmaker into a stream under the bridge, where it gets caught by the rocks. Millie and Pip are separated by Celestia and the King of Numbers respectively. The story of two fairies who first met one another in the warm seasons. One from the warm seasons, the other from the woods. As the romance grew, one of them crossed the border, resulting in them in breaking a wing, and damage which there was no known cure. Celestia declared the separation of warm fairies from the winter fairies to prevent any similar accident is not happening again, because the two had to say goodbye. As Millie retreats to her room and has a meltdown for the rest of the day as she blames herself. Receiving news of an emergency, a still depressed Millie and a urgent Celestia return to the border. Here to find the snowmaker has been collecting ice on the stream, generating snow and causing a blizzard. Millie and her friends free the snowmaker, but a freeze will down and engulf Pixie Hollow begins to spread, and will eventually reach the Pixie Dust tree. Millie notices that the flower that Pip covered in frost is still alive and flies to the woods. As she approaches the winter fairies, Millie's wings freeze and she crash landed. Pip's friends explain that the frost keeps the warm air inside like a blanket, and they return to the Pixie Dust tree to cover it in the frost. The free friends are joined by the King of Numbers, who brings reinforcements, and all the winter fairies work to frost as much of the warm seasons as possible. The freeze approaches. The King of Numbers warns the warm fairies to take cover, including Celestia, whom he gives her his cape, revealing one of his wings is broken. The freeze subsides. The tree is safe, and the fairies celebrate. However, Millie reveals that she broke a wing while flying to the woods earlier. As the two say goodbye, Millie Pip's wings touch and the broken wing heals. Celestia and the King of Numbers kiss, revealing themselves as the lovers from the story. The warm fairies can cross the border by having their wings frosted, and the two who can never have to be separated again.